622, we're continuing to follow breaking news of a house fire in Rock Island. Take a look at your screen. We've put up a map of where this is happening. It's a couple blocks west of Longview Park.
We're going to check in now with News 8's Joe Habersham, who's joining us live. He's spoken to an official, and he's going to tell us what he learned in the past 10 minutes. And up until this point, I want to point out that we haven't had any comment from an official yet. A lot of things that we've been seeing have been eyewitness accounts. So, Joe, please tell us what you learned in the past 10 minutes.
Good morning, guys. We spoke to the Rock Island Fire Chief within the last couple of minutes, and he gave us an update on the situation of a house fire in Rock Island. A few minutes ago, he told us that there were no human or firefighter casualties. Then this fire, it started, he said, around 2:30 this morning. There's a fire marshal on scene that's still investigating the cause, but when we spoke to neighbors, they say that around 2:30 there was something that went on within the middle of these two houses. The one on the left is 1630 and the one on the right is 1628. Between the middle of those, there was something that went on fire. Another neighbor who was inside actually of the home on the left, the burnt one, he says that he was going to the bathroom. He saw something orange, immediately went outside. He evacuated, and he was the only person that we know up to this point that was involved. There was a cat that was in that house too. He hasn't seen anything about the cat. But then the house on the right, this one right here, we're told from another person that they haven't seen anyone consistently living inside of this building. It's kind of been more of a storage thing, and we've seen crews pull things out within the last 30 minutes. Some of the debris or some of the things caught from this morning's fire on the yard right there. But this scene has cleared up within the last 30 minutes. This morning when we were here, there were about 6 fire trucks. Right now, we see around 3 just on this street, but they've stopped with the water. It's really just rising smoke at this point, with people looking to get their morning started. Guys?
Yes, we are going on just about 4 hours now of this scene taking place, and we're still seeing that smoke billowing all across this neighborhood right now. What we also have noticed is that yellow caution tape is now up around these two homes. So that would mean that they are starting to investigate this scene that's taking place in the 1600 block of 14th Street, and the road is still blocked off, at least a half-mile stretch of 14th Street in Rock Island.
And we do want to bring up that there is no telling right now how long this could take to clear up. This is still an active scene, as you can see. Even though fire trucks have left, as Joe was telling us, this is still an active scene, and there is an active investigation going on, as Joe is telling us. And you can still see that there is just smoke billowing out. Somebody has now just opened up more water on the houses there. So there is no telling really when this will stop being an active scene here in the neighborhood and when it could clear up. We do want to bring you now video from about 2:30 this morning showing the moment that the fire started. This is really interesting. You can see a flash of light right there in between the houses. We don't know what this was. That's kind of something that's still under investigation, the cause of this fire. But we do know it did cause the flames, and it was captured by a neighbor's Ring camera.
We also saw a number of people kind of walk out of the house where this camera is actually situated. So that also tells us so many people live within this neighborhood. And the other concern has been what the air quality is like in any other further evacuations. Now we want to show you video from about 3:30 this morning when our crews got on scene, and you can just see this. It started on the left side of that house there. It's blackened in the front, which is a patio area. Then on the right-hand side, you see just these intense flames shooting into the air. This was the house that was on the right. We're told that it spread from one house to the other.
We're also told that nobody was living there, or from what neighbors have told us, that nobody had been in that house for a couple of years. It seemed like it was being more used for storage. And, you know, we saw earlier that there were a lot of items out on the lawn that firefighters were bringing out of the house, probably making it a little bit more difficult to conduct a thorough search of the house this morning. But from what we understand as eyewitness accounts, that house has not been inhabited by anybody for a couple of years now.
We're going to continue to follow back up on this scene here in just a few minutes. 1600 block of 14th Street in Rock Island. We have more of our breaking news when we come back.